So tell me, are you someone who constantly finds yourself craving absolute, unshakable stability, but you're also secretly longing for a really wild, unpredictable adventure? Well, if you were born on April 23rd, this fascinating paradox isn't just a fleeting mood for you. It's literally written right into your cosmic DNA.
Welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we are breaking down the exact personality blueprints of the April 23rd birthday. We like to call this totally unique profile the magnetic creator. If this is your birthday, or, if you happen to know someone born on this day, you are about to understand exactly why they just command a room without even trying, and why they have this rare, almost effortless charm.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for the explainer so you know exactly what to expect. First, we'll cover the foundation. Second, personality traits. Third, love and matches. Fourth, wealth and career. And finally, we'll wrap up with symbols and affirmations. Starting right off with section 1, the foundation, the grounded adventurer. Now, this brilliantly illustrates the core tension going on inside an April 23rd individual. On one hand, you have that deep Taurus energy. Ruled by Venus, this is the energy of stability, a serious love for comfort, and absolute aesthetic mastery. They just know how to make things look and feel good. But right alongside that, we have their numerology. April 23rd breaks down mathematically to the number 5. And in numerology, 5 represents freedom, adaptability, exploration, and dynamic change. So you're looking at a grounded adventurer. You have someone who is fundamentally stable in their values and desperately needs to feel secure, but who is also incredibly expressive, curious, and totally freedom-loving. They're these sensual innovators balancing right on the very edge of comfort and excitement.
All right, moving to section 2, personality traits, strengths and challenges.
This is a personality that attracts attention effortlessly, right? And looking at their strengths, it's pretty easy to see why. They are naturally charming, deeply creative, and highly stylish. Because of those Taurus roots we talked about, they're emotionally grounded, remarkably loyal, and just super trustworthy. But thanks to that number 5 energy, they stay incredibly adaptable. They can literally walk into a brand new situation, totally read the room, and adjust their approach, all without ever compromising their core values. They basically use their sensual, artistic nature to create environments of comfort that just naturally draw people right to them. But, what happens when these two energies clash? Because they love comfort so much, they can actually have a pretty strong resistance to emotional discomfort, and sometimes they definitely tip over into overindulgence. Furthermore, that internal clash between wanting stability and needing variety, that can lead to a lot of internal restlessness. And when they start feeling out of balance, well, that famous Taurus stubbornness can completely take over their decision-making process. So, the ultimate life lesson for the April 23rd individual is simply this: allow growth and change without fearing loss of comfort. Embracing evolution doesn't mean your security is threatened, okay? It really just means your world is expanding. Let's move into section 3, love and matches. Security meets adventure. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is how they behave in love. In romance, they offer just an incredible package. We're talking immense passion, absolute loyalty, and deep sensual romance. They are incredibly attentive partners. But here's the catch. To sustain that, they require a very specific environment in return. They absolutely demand emotional security and abundant physical affection just to feel safe. And to keep that restless number 5 energy satisfied, they desperately need a partner who can balance reliable consistency with spontaneous excitement. Basically, their love deepens exponentially when they can combine emotional safety with a real touch of adventure. So who can actually provide this highly specific mix? Well, Virgo and Capricorn are fantastic matches because, as fellow Earth signs, they provide that rock-solid stability and the shared practical life goals that a Taurus completely craves. Cancer, on the other hand, brings immense emotional depth and really mirrors their profound desire for a cozy, secure home base where they can truly unwind. And finally, Libra is an incredible match. Both Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus, meaning they share this unspoken, deep appreciation for beauty, art, harmony, and for sure, the finer things in life. Now, in relationships, the potential challenges to watch out for include possessiveness, becoming maybe a bit too attached to their comfort zones, and avoiding true emotional vulnerability. But hey, these aren't permanent flaws. Recognizing these tendencies is really just the first step in building a healthier, more communicative partnership where they don't have to build walls just to feel secure. Okay, section 4, wealth and career, building aesthetic value. Let's talk about their professional and financial life, because this is huge for them. Their dual money mindset is just fascinating. Financially, they have an incredibly strong earning ability, an innate resourcefulness, and a really keen eye for true quality and practical value. They know what things are worth, but their challenges? They directly mirror their expensive tastes. Because they appreciate the finer things so much, they're definitely prone to heavy luxury spending and impulsive purchases. Honestly, sometimes they can even become overly dependent on financial comfort just to feel emotionally secure in their day-to-day lives. Because of this, the absolutely crucial core financial advice for anyone born on this day is this: enjoy luxury, but prioritize asset building. You are natural builders of beauty and value. By ensuring your long-term assets are completely secure first, you basically grant yourself the true freedom to enjoy all those fine experiences your Venus-ruled heart desires, entirely without the stress. And when it comes to their career, they absolutely excel when blending creativity with practical value. Ideal career fields for them include the fashion or beauty industry, art and design, music and entertainment, marketing and branding, and entrepreneurship. They completely thrive in lifestyle businesses and creative entrepreneurship because they deeply need to work in visually inspiring environments. They aren't just employees, they are aesthetic-focused creators who bring really tangible value to whatever space they happen to occupy. Finally, we've reached section 5, symbols and affirmations, maximizing magnetic energy. Get ready, we're going to run through the specific tools that enhance their natural magnetism. Let's run through these quickly. Their lucky numbers are 5, 14, and 23. To constantly draw in positive energy, they should surround themselves with their lucky colors, which are emerald green, rose pink, and gold. And their ultimate power days for making big moves or scheduling important events, those are going to be Friday and Wednesday. Their lucky crystals tie directly back to their cosmic roots. Emerald draws in abundance and love, perfectly matching their earth element. Rose quartz fosters romance and harmony, directly channeling their Venus ruling. And citrine, that's excellent for attracting success and the really joyous, expressive energy of their number 5 numerology. So, to quickly summarize their cosmic makeup, they are heavily rooted in the earth element, but they're shaded with this highly expressive air influence due to the number 5, and the whole shebang is entirely ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, creativity, and abundance. This is exactly why they have such an undeniable eye for design and such a natural magnetic charm. If you are an April 23rd individual watching this, I highly encourage you to adopt this affirmation. Say it with me right now. I attract beauty, abundance, and meaningful connections. I am grounded, creative, and free. Embracing this affirmation really helps you welcome growth while still honoring your deep, deep need for stability. So your final insight from this explainer is crystal clear. People born on April 23rd are here to create beauty, attract prosperity, and live with total sensual authenticity. When you finally align your need for roots with your desire for wings, you truly become this unstoppable, magnetic force of abundance and charm. So April 23rd born, are you ready to stop choosing between stability and adventure and finally embrace the beautiful paradox of having both? If you would like a personalized, full reading based on your birth date, you can request one using the link in the description or bio. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, follow, subscribe, and share.